My name is Bill Linehan, and I'm the chair of the Committee on Planning and Development. And today's matters here are docket 0416, a message in order to declare surplus the city-owned former Public Works Department parcel located at the northeasterly corner of Ritchie Street and Columbus in the Roxbury District, Ward 11, parcel 00867010, and transfer the care, custody, management, and control of said property to the Public Facilities Commission. And also docket number 0417, message in order to declare surplus the city-owned former Public Works Department parcel located at Willow Court in the Dorchester District, Ward 7, parcel 03510000, and to transfer the care, custody, management, and control of said property to the Public Facilities Commission. This matter was sponsored by Mayor Martin J. Walsh and referred to the committee on March 15, 2017. So thank you, gentlemen, for being here. And just for our viewing audience, I just want to let them know that City Council Television is available 24/7 now. And this particular hearing is now live for all of you. And during this process and procedure, if you would please articulate your name and your position related to these two dockets as I asked you to speak. I'm sure I'm going to hear from one of you, so who's taking the lead, Jim?
Actually, that would be me.
Okay,
sir.
Will.
William Epperson, Senior Project Manager with the Real Estate Management and Sales Division of the Department of Neighborhood Development.
Great.
So as you said, we have two matters before you. Both are requests to surplus property, formerly with the Public Works Department, bringing it into the Department of Neighborhood Development for eventual disposition. The first parcel, Ritchie Street in Roxbury, that is a sliver of the current salt yard operated by DPW there in Jackson Square.
Yep.
It has been subdivided with the intent of making the parcel available to increase the public benefits of the planned recreational center in Jackson Square. They're planning a 75,000 square foot recreational center, which would include an ice rink, an indoor turf field. And we're looking to make this city-owned property available to in some way improve that planned development. That development has received BPDA board approval, and the owner of the property on which it will be developed, Urban Edge Housing Corp., is looking to move forward with this relatively soon.
Great.
So should we surplus this property, the Department of Neighborhood Development would issue a request for proposals for that property, again, looking to increase the public benefit of that recreational center.
Great.
Yes.
And do you want to go over that also for 0417?
Happy to, yep. So the second property is in Dorchester on Willow Court. It also was a Department of Public Works parcel being brought into the Department of Neighborhood Development. It is a very small 1,000 square foot sliver. It's about 10 feet by 100 feet. No known city use. We're not exactly sure why that parcel ever sat with Public Works. We want to bring it into our inventory and make it available with the intent to implement there's an abutting property owner that has BPDA approval for 9 residential housing units. Their planned development has approval for parking and access through the side of the property along Enterprise Street. And that's where our parcel lies. So if we surplus it, we'd look to put this parcel out, allowing access into the parking of that new development.
Any further comment or presentation from the rest of you? That's fine. I'm here with City Councilor Josh Zakim, and he's joined us today.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for that. So these matters are pretty straightforward. I'm truly excited about the idea of the disposition of this property in Roxbury to further expand the opportunity for that center. Long overdue, and Urban Edge is one of the foremost developers in that particular neighborhood, in the Jackson Square neighborhood. They've done a variety of quality development, and as a former Parks employee, backed right up to the old DPW yard. I know the area very well, So I think this is great. And I also, this other parcel was in my district prior to redistricting. And so I know how this parcel is it on the side that's connected to the South Bay Mall?
Yes, the South Bay Mall is up and around the corner a little bit to the north. So if you follow Willow Court against the traffic and up and around, that's where the South Bay is.
Okay, great. And public facilities will put out an RFP for this? And public facilities will do this. Why don't you explain the process as it's related to the 416 docket? Because it's basically going to go to a non-for-profit, is it?
Well, we're governed by Massachusetts State Law, Chapter 30B. So for both parcels, we'll put them out through a request for proposals,
Right.
looking for applications, which would include both how much they wanted to pay for the property from a monetary perspective, as well as a development proposal and how that development would provide additional community benefits. So we intend to put a preference on the Jackson Square parcel to provide additional community benefits to that future planned recreational
Yep.
center. There would be no stated preference for the Willow Court parcel. We just anticipate that it would only be useful to the private abutter who is looking to have that parcel to provide access to park.
Well, I've been an advocate for a long time, my 10 years on the council, to see that the city of Boston does a full inventory and assessment of all its property and inventory, and to get the best value that we can out of that, especially if it no longer has a public use. So this is all good stuff as far as I'm concerned. Councilor Zake?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just here, I think it looks like both are properties that we should get out there for bid. I think particularly excited to see the Urban Edge project, whether it's Urban Edge or someone else, though, to enhance the other improvements in that area and encouraging, development by using what's otherwise, it seems, as you mentioned, not useful parcel really to anyone else, to make sure that we're supporting, what I assume is going to be, will be needed residential growth in the city of Boston. So I don't have concerns with either of these, but it's always nice to be able to see in these hearings to make sure, as I think we both take very seriously, that when we are declaring property surplus, that it's going in the right way, and you all have clearly done that today. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Do you have an estimate on the appraised value of these properties?
I'm sorry, I didn't bring that with me today, but I'd be happy to get that to you. We do have it in the file. I just don't remember it off the top of my head.
Yeah, that'd be helpful. We're thinking about pulling this out on the next city council meeting, so it'd be good to have that prior to that.
I'll get that to you later today.
Any other comments? Council? Do any of you have any other comments regarding this?
No, thank you.
Well, we'd like to thank you for the presentation, for your good work and what you're doing on behalf of the citizens of Boston, and this hearing is ended. Thank you.